It's recording now. Alright, start early. So I had a little out and back planned for today's daily outdoor activity. I brought 3 cameras and an audio recording device, and of course my cell phone would count as a third or a fourth. I got this GoPro clone that I've had for years and years and years, cost me probably like $40. And I got this little guy that I am so completely confused by. I don't know if it came with instructions. I certainly didn't read them. I'm just trying to get it to record stuff. Like, the first trip I took it for was on the beach last year in the summer, and I recorded nothing, basically. Because it's got 2 buttons, it's got no, like, display other than a red and blue LED. I had thought I would only take this guy and just like really figure out how to use it, but the whole storytelling aspect of, you know, walking through the bushes, set up camera, walk a ways, about face, return to camera. Figured, why don't I use 2 cameras and I can record twice the amount of footage. So basically I'll set 1 camera down, it'll record me walking away. I'll walk a distance. I'll set up another camera. It'll record me walking away back to the first camera. That camera records me walking towards it. Remove that camera. Turn off the recording. Walk back to the other camera, it records me walking towards. So that way, I mean, it's not journalistically accurate, but I think even in journalism they might forgive this tactic. That way, if I'm doing it out and back, I'm leaving the same place as I enter. Could theoretically just shoot it on my way in and pretend that part of it was used on the way out. So there is that. My goals today are I'm trying to set really low bars for success for myself, just to get out into the woods and enjoy myself and try and recover some of my brain from the year I had. It's been more than a year now. In order to share that with you, the viewer. I decided I'd bring a time-lapse camera, 2 action cameras, and then my cell phone. And then I've got an HXN something or other Zoom handy recorder that does 4-channel stereo sound. So the highest fidelity thing I'm going to gather from this is audio. Right now, I'm debating whether I continue my route, do my out and back. It's a little bit of a walk, but I mean, I got nothing better to do today. Basically, it's no longer like too wintry, and this is very swampy. I don't know if I can access the same place that I could in the winter. Because in the winter I can walk all over all of this, it's all snow and ice. But as it starts to thaw, it turns into boot-stealing mud. Also, there's really no path to follow. There used to be a boardwalk, but it's been ripped out years and years ago. I know I can get to the spot I'm thinking about from the other side, but I don't want to go over there. So do I sit here, record my time lapse, have my tea, and call it a day? Or do I try and go further? record some video with the tiny camera. This babbly brook is kind of nice looking. I'm gonna try walking further. I should remember to clip my videos into smaller sections because it's easier when you're editing. If you have just one long file, you'll be scrubbing through it looking for different things that happen. But if you stop in between your recordings, and then each time you press the button it's a new scene or a new thought or it's just new subject matter altogether, it makes it a lot easier to organize for editing later. That's where I came from. That's where I were. I think that's where I'm going. Some dogs and bunny rabbits have been here. Well, I gotta get over that. Ice. This is all just swampiness. It's looking less and less capable of traversing. I'm feeling less and less capable of traversing it. Basically, I use the stick, trust it on the ice. Oh, animals have been walking along this guy here. Maybe that's the trick. Oh, under the branches. Oh boy. It looks like the ground is a little higher over there. If I could just reach it. Might be able to step on this. It's rambly enough. Slow. How embarrassing would it be to have to call emergency like, help, I'm stuck in my backyard. I think I've made it. come too close to the houses again. Well, I mean, it's the first time you're knowing about it. You can see some houses. Maybe 100 meter away. It's not where I want to be. The whole idea is to not see houses or hear screaming children or angry parents or anything like that. The idea is to be in nature. Ground is a little higher here. I don't fear I'm going to lose my shoe. So I'm doing okay. Be much further from the houses. I mean, there's the stream. This might be my spot. It looks familiar. Oh, hell yeah, here it is. Nice. Thick enough to walk on, but the ground is getting lower. Try and stick to the stumps and roots. I've also only seen this in the winter, so I don't really know. Oh, yeah, just straight in. Crap. This might not be the best campsite. Well, I fell through, and now I got a wet foot. That's a pain. It's not so cold out, but I don't really stand a chance of drying it. I may have no choice but to go home, get another pair of shoes and socks. I might try and tough it out. It's only 1 foot. So as long as I stay I don't even know what really was the problem. Like, this all seems pretty solid. I think it's just flooded. And that's where I fell in. Just a little too close to the stump, maybe. I probably should have paid attention to what was happening here. I'm gonna sit on this log and have my tea. matters of interest, the hole that my tea sank into, since it was so hot, and it's funny, the tea was hot on top and cold on the bottom, I shit you not. Tea bags are biodegradable. I normally say pack your shit out, but it's gonna degrade. This little lid was nice. I don't know how much it helped, being as the bottom of the mug was in contact with ice, but I'm sure it did something. Little silicone lid. Now I don't regret that purchase. Time lapse is done. So I gotta pack that up. Grab my audio recorder and hike on out. Rather than doing the intelligent thing and follow my footsteps back, I'm gonna try and get closer to the houses and see if there's a more sensible path. I mean, the ground should be higher closer to the houses. I don't really want to walk right along fences, though, even though people shouldn't really be home right now. It's not really that big a deal to begin with. Just preference. Perfectionism. Going for the proper development of the experience, you know. Depth. Compromises. Houses might be easier said than done. Though, isn't everything easier said than done? What's the cost of breath? Whoa. Close to the stumps, close to the roots. And all that green grass is usually a good sign. It doesn't really grow when it's too saturated. So green grass typically means higher ground. Try and stick to it. Is it recording before, or is it recording now? I'm so confused by this little camera. When the light is on, is it recording? Or when it's off, is it recording? It's off now. I think it's actually recording now with the light off. But I thought I had it recording before, because I clicked the button. Oh my god. When I'm done in here, after I've had my tea and recorded my time lapse, the plan is to walk back to my bicycle that I've stashed in the bushes. Actually, not all that hidden. And then cycle my way down to another babbling brook, where I'll record another time lapse, and where ultimately I think the best audio will be, but it's a little closer to the civilizations. Oh man, yeah, that's ice. I do not want to step on that. That's why we bring the pole, and then we walk along logs like a fool. That might have been a raccoon. Those look very small dog prints. No way a little dog out here would survive. Get chomped up by one of them bigger dogs. Of course, provided that I own it and it functions properly. I like these little cameras. It cost me a little less than $15, and that's Canadian. And yeah, I mean, I figured it would be hard to find things to balance them on. Twigs and stumps and such are actually doing a pretty good job. Should be fairly stable. It's a little square thing, sits on the ground. And if I lose it in the bushes, I'm not going to cry. It's not like a $300 or $400 GoPro. It's a fancy Nikon or DJI thing. The ground is definitely higher here. No! Very, very, very muddy. Sneaks up on you some places. I feel like this camera has an auto-off feature that I'm somehow tripping. The light is now blinking. The light is now off. Click the button again. Click the button again. The light is now blinking. Ooh, look, mushrooms! That's a good one. Look at that fat boy. It's almost like a rock climbing rock. Well, I made it through. On my bike. And I'm on my way to my next site. Another place to sit on a bench this time. Another tea. And maybe a snack. Oatmeal or just trail mix? I think I got enough water for both. Probably just trail mix. I'll have some oatmeal when I'm back inside. Hello, bicycle. Away we go. A short ride. A new site. To record some assets. It's all in the name of practice, folks. The kit. Well, this battery's gonna die. Start the audio. more. Don't know if you caught that because my battery died. I'm going to be drinking a licorice spiced tea. No sugar needed. And doing absolutely nothing productive for an hour. Till that time-lapse bell goes off. And then I'm going to think about eating something more than nuts and seeds. Maybe I'll order something from Timmy's. They still got that promotional roll up the rim going on. That wouldn't be awful. Just a donut or so.